The playoffs are almost here, folks. Things are getting exciting.
Hold on to your butts.
And I don't know about you, but I'm really starting to love this Oilers team. I like so many of the players, I don't even think I could pick a favorite, which is crazy when you think about it, because I remember just over 2 years ago, I did an interview with Oilers Nation, and they asked me who my favorite Oiler was. And I was so fed up with the team, I honestly couldn't even pick one. Anyway, when you fall in love with your team, it's only natural that you start to show your affection for the players by attributing nicknames to them. Patrick Maroon is the Big Rig, Mark Letestu is the Test Tube, Leon Draisaitl is Neon Leon or Dr. Dre, and Cam Talbot is Dadbot. And this can actually start to become a part of the culture of your home. I mean, it has for my family anyway. For example, when I want my kids to take their clothes off and get into the tub, I say, "It's time to be a Bucky Buckburger." Or when it's time for my wife to breastfeed our son, she'll say, "Are you ready for a little Darnell?" Is that weird? Are we the only ones that do that? Anyway, I saw a nickname the other day that stood out to me because I think it's just awesome. And that's the French Rejection line. Now, just to give you a bit of context and background, that's a play on words of an old hockey line based on an old film. The original title was from the 1971 William Friedkin film called The French Connection, starring Gene Hackman and Roy Schneider. A year later, in '72, the Buffalo Sabres threw together one of the most dominant lines of the decade, centered by Gilbert Perreault, and it was dubbed The French Connection in honor of the film and each of the players' nationality. Fast forward to the spring of 2017, and you've got David Desharnais centering Zach Kassian and Benoit Pouliot. 3 Montreal Canadiens cast-offs now being referred to as the French Rejection line. Now, I know that a couple of years ago, if the Oilers had traded for Desharnais, I would have thought, what are they doing going and picking up this little pipsqueak when they got a team full of Smurfs? But the Oilers are no longer a bunch of little shrimps. And the 2 guys that they've paired him with have had instant chemistry. Desharnais is able to be effective on this line because he's got 2 big wingers that can go into the corner and stand in front of the net. This third line has only been together 4 games and has already produced 4 goals and 4 assists. I don't think I need to remind anyone of what happened last time the Oilers had 3 lines that could produce. You know, the Desharnais deadline trade, just like the Maroon one last year, seems to be a sneaky good acquisition by Chiarelli. I miss Davidson, I do. He's a good hockey player, even though he was having a bit of a rough season. But the Oilers have been a more balanced team since they made that trade, and that's pretty important at this time of year. Keep sending me your playoff videos. I'm going to be releasing that video the minute the Oilers clinch, so you're running out of time.